Hello class, this is a video tutorial on calculating the gradient between two coordinates. The gradient between any 2 points, so let's say we have point A with coordinates x1 and y1, and another coordinate with another point with coordinates x2 and y2. We can calculate the gradient using this formula. M, which is the symbol used for gradient, is y2 subtracted by y1 divided by x2 divided by x1. And you can remember this by rise over run, because the rising happens on the y coordinates because the y's are up and down, and the run is going across is the x coordinates going across. So let's just demonstrate that here. And we'll do that by first labeling our points. We'll label, I always go from left to right. Here's x1, and here's y1, and here's x2, and that's y2. We can calculate the gradient of this point, of this line actually, because what the gradient is actually determining the gradient of the line passing through these points. Okay, let's calculate that gradient there. So M is equal to y2, which is 6, take away, so y2, which is 6, take away y1, which is 2, divided by x2, which is 3, take away x1, which is 1 in this example. So this gives us 4 over 2, and the gradient is equal to 2. Okay, so the gradient of this line is 2. And in case if you're wondering what it means, it actually means it has risen 2 units for every 1 unit it goes across. So by that we mean if it goes 1 across this way, it would have risen twice upwards. Or alternatively, we could say that if it goes across twice, so if it goes across twice, it would have risen 4 times. So if it goes across here from 1 until 3, that's 2 across, it would have risen 4 units upwards. That's from 2 until 6. That's 4 units up. But simplified, 4 over 2 is just 2. Okay, so let's move on to our next example. We can find the gradient of a line passing through pretty much anywhere, so long as we can determine the coordinates of some points. As you can see here, this line has passed through 2 points here. This one here, and this one here. And from these 2 points, we can calculate the gradient. So let's find the coordinates of this one. We need the x coordinate first. Well, the x coordinate is how far left or right it has moved. As we can see, this has not moved left or right, so it's 0. And the y coordinate is how far up or down it is. Well, as we can see, it has moved up 3 spaces. So we're going to be using this as our x1 and y1. And this coordinate here as well, we can see that the x coordinate has moved from 0, 1, 2, but it has not gone up or down. So that there is going to be a y value of 0. That is our x2 and y2. We can calculate the gradient of this now using our formula. I'll rewrite it again. M is the rise, so the y's first, so y2 subtracted by y1 over x2 minus x1. So in our example, x2 is 0, take away 3 all over 2 take away 0. This gives me 0 take away 3 is negative 3. 2 take away 0 is 2. So our gradient is actually negative 3 over 2. Or we could say it's negative 1.5. Finally, we can do it without a graph. And all we can do is we can calculate it using just coordinates here. So once again, we can find the gradient using our formula. In case you forgot, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And we'll just label our points here. It's x1, y1. This one's x2 and y2. And now let's calculate our gradient. M is equal to x2, which is 2 take away y1, which is 6, over x2, which is negative 3, take away 4. 2 take away 6 is negative 4, over negative 3 take away 4 is negative 7. So negative 4 over negative 7 is actually just positive 4 over 7. So our gradient between these 2 points is 4 over 7. Okay, so I hope that helps you in calculating the gradient between any 2 points.